G'day, thanks for watching. I've got the photos of the week for you. It's Saturday the 3rd of October. Let's have a look at them. All right, so we started off the week taking photos of seagulls of all things. I was actually doing video, but the seagull landed right in front of me. And this one's taken on the RF 35mm f1.8 at 1.8. And then I noticed these tables and chairs at an outdoor cafe. So I decided to play around with the color. Selective color is not really my thing, but anyway, it's quite an interesting effect, so no harm done, just playing around. This is all on the waterfront in town. And then I really like this shot because it's just a bit of a window into the life of a child, because the parents are consumed with what they're doing, having their coffee or whatever it is. And meanwhile, the child is looking around, seeing everything that's happening. So it's quite a little insight. I really like those little moments of connection when everything's going on. Later that night I shot a 21st in a bar in Wellington, and I really like this shot. Just nice and subdued, and just a moment of calmness in such a celebratory scene with all these people reveling just right there. So I enjoy these jobs because they give me good experience in photography. When I walk to work every day, I like to take photos along the waterfront, and this particular series of shots is the mornings of the week just been, and it just shows the contrast between the days, because every day is more or less the same, but it can be so different. And you only have to look at this, the wonderful golden sunrise morning of the very day after we saw those moody, stormy clouds. And this guy here is my friend David. He's out every single day on the waterfront in Wellington taking photos with a little Canon point and shoot at 91 years of age. So he's a real inspiration, and I'm going to talk about him in a video coming up as well. And here we go, a couple of Wellingtonians. I really like the layers in this shot in the hills, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the background. Now, later in the week, I photographed a theatre show. It was an improvised act at the Circus Bar in Wellington. This is actually entrance to the place. It's on Allen Street in Wellington. And a friend of mine was performing in the show, so I went to do the photos. And it was really good fun. I mean, the show was so funny. I couldn't barely even take photos. After a while, I was just like, ha, watching the show. And yeah, it was really funny. I love the shot at the end because the second female performer's hair there, just up in the air, nicely frozen in time. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then these last photos, these aren't photos that I've taken, but they're actually a flashback, because I was doing a talk thing at work and I had to try and find some old photos on an old computer. And in doing so, I pulled these photos here. And this is from a time when it was okay to take grenade launches into children's hospitals. I think it's back in the mid to late 2000s. When we were doing a hospital visit when I was with the Armed Defenders Squad in the New Zealand Police here. And here we've got a kid have a Glock. Here we've got the old Bone Temple headset mic. These kids just loved it, you know, just getting up close and personal with the Armed Defenders Squad and the tools that we used at that time. And then now this last particular picture is also a bit of a flashback, and it's of me returning the national treasure of the Ranfurly Shield to Keith Quinn there, after it had been stolen by this guy here on the left, Alex McNeil. He'd taken it from a charity auction down at Dockside in Wellington and taken it back to his apartment. And it was a real hoot, you know. We recovered the Ranfurly Shield, and that was me giving it back to Keith Quinn at the time. So every time I think about that job, I realise if it wasn't for me, photos like this could never exist. I'm not sure that we want to. But hey, that's the photos of the week. I hope you enjoyed looking over some of the photos that I took during the week, and I hope you had a good week in photography too. In the meantime, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time.